Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to r/IDontWorkHereLady, where Karen mistakes me for the hired help and does not believe me when I say that I do in fact live here. If you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I upload daily Reddit content, and now, without any further ado, let's dive right in. Karen mistakes me for the hired help. The cast is me, Karen, grumpy old woman, who I have never met before. For a bit of backstory and context, I live in a fairly affluent area in Australia where entitled parents and Karens tend to flock to cafes and my local Woolworth like no tomorrow. Nevertheless, I love living in this suburb. It's a safe area with a strong community, however the rich entitlement can be draining. Anyhow, I digress. It was during the summer months of Australia roughly 3 years ago. It was a quiet weekend at home for me. I was busy doing chores, cleaning the house, vacuuming, etc. My mom, who I love dearly, is a bit of a clean freak, to put it mildly, and one of my chores was to regularly clean our small outside patio/sun deck of our apartment during the summer. It's only about 1.5 meters wide, so not a large thing. During the warm season in Australia, we get droves of fruit bats eating from the fig and avocado trees that overhang our garden and our deck. And that here was particularly bad. Bat crap was everywhere. So now onto the actual story. So as per usual, I grab a hot bucket of water and the strongest soap we had and got to scrubbing away the bat scat like a woman on a mission. Routinely washing away the suds and scat with fresh hot water. It's important for me to note that I live on the top floor of a 4-story building, which means the water will slosh off the sides. And yes, I always check over the banister in case any of my unwary neighbors are walking along the sidewalk below. Another piece of relevant information for later is that we have a private enclosed garden area on the other side of the pathway for residents to hold parties. Anyway, there I was, scrubbing and sloshing, when I smell the distinct scent of cigarette smoke. I look over the side and I see a woman, the Karen, and clearly not a resident, puffing a cigarette like no tomorrow. My building complex has a strict no smoking policy in certain areas. One of these areas was our private garden. We had a problem with visitors and residents leaving their cigarette butts in greenery, so building management decided to make a no smoking area policy. I wrinkled my nose at the smell but did not say anything. I'm not really a confrontational person when it comes to these things. Some water made a fairly loud splash on the walkway, which must have alerted the attention of Karen. Karen,
You cannot do that.
Me? What? At first I thought she was talking to one of our neighbor's carers for the old couple downstairs, so I ignored it and continued what I was doing.
Karen, I'm talking to you.
Me? Oh, me? I point to myself. Karen, in a snippy voice,
You cannot do that. I'm getting soaked with your dirty water.
Me? Confused. Our garden is divided by a wide path and elevated about 2 meters above this path, which was also blocked by a thick layer of bushes. There was no way the water could have hit her, but me being the peacekeeper, I reply, "Oh, I'm sorry if some of the water splashed on you. I will be done in a few minutes." Karen,
No, you need to stop. People live here and you're making a mess of everything.
Me, really confused. "Ma'am, I'm simply mopping my deck. I do this regularly." Karen, hands on hips,
And you shouldn't be cleaning when residents are in the garden.
Me, it clicks. Oh, she thinks I'm a cleaner. Ah, I'm a resident here too, ma'am. I live in this apartment complex. This is my apartment. Karen.
No, I know full well that these people live here.
A bit of context. I'm adopted, my parents are Caucasian, and I have Southeast Asian heritage and look relatively young for my age. I'm 25, so I'm often mistaken for the hired help, unfortunately. Plus, I was in an old t-shirt and my sweatpants, no makeup, and looked and felt like the beautiful definition of a drowned rat. So there was that. Me, I know, I'm one of the last names. I would have thought that would have been the end of it, but nope. Karen scoffs at me in disbelief.
Someone like you doesn't own and live in an apartment like this.
Me, now I'm annoyed. As an Aussie, I had a right not to prove my identity, but was tired from cleaning all day, it was sweltering hot, and I very much wanted to pour the rest of my dirt water on this woman. I wanted the last word. Ma'am, I repeat, I'm a resident. I live here. My name is OP and my parents are mom and dad. As a resident of address, I'm allowed to clean my deck whenever I please. Karen, flustered but gains her snippy composure.
Well, I will inform the building manager that you're disrupting my quiet time. I'm a resident here too.
Me, almost shouting over the banister. And I will inform, building manager's name 1+2, that you're smoking in a non-smoking area. I know full well you are not a resident. I've never seen you before, and my building manager, who happens to be my next door neighbors and good friends of mine, a true fact, could not give a flip about me cleaning my deck. Karen finally shuts up, red with embarrassment, and hastily puts out her cigarette on the edge of our shared garden table. Much to my extreme annoyance, it was a nice granite table. I moodily finish my mopping and head back inside to make myself an extra strong coffee. I ended up discussing the smoking matter with my mom, and it turns out that Karen is one of the many caretakers for the old couple downstairs. My mom, bless her, said that she would be warned about smoking in our garden area by the building managers already. I got a good laugh. Bit of an anticlimactic ending, but it's something I'm very used to. As for Karen, she avoids me whenever she's on shift. On the occasion I do bump into her in the halls, I'm always dressed up to the nines and greet her with a warm, crab-eating grin and always wish her a good morning.